While Bitcoin is currently in a significant uptrend, there are some signs that right now we potentially should start to worry, since we're creating a bearish divergence, a rising wedge, and I want to be talking about this on today's update video. I want to be exactly discuss the most important support and resistance levels for Bitcoin right now, what is going on the bigger perspective, what I'm going to be doing with my next trade, and more importantly, this massive consolidation phase here also on the RSI, which is about to be breaking out. And that still, if history is an indication, September is one of the worst months for Bitcoin out there. So on today's update video, I will be discussing a lot of interesting things you need to be knowing about. So without any further ado, don't forget to once again slam the like button back above 1,000 likes. It will be highly appreciated. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. And to start off the video, I want to be starting to talk about that first. Indeed, we saw a massive downtrend on Bitcoin, and right now, for the last few days here, since September the 6th, we found the bottom. Bitcoin has moved ever so slightly towards the upside, and right now, I hear people say already, and I see people on Twitter starting to get very excited again about Bitcoin. And they're starting to say that this consolidation phase is looking very strong, but I straight away want to be pointing out there are still some signs of extreme danger in this market. Because currently, on the imminent short term, we are indeed creating higher highs, but the RSI is showing some losing momentum, which is indicating we are currently creating a bearish divergence on the 1 hour time frame, and also on the 1 hour time frame, we are creating one massive rising wedge pattern, which we do definitely need to be paying attention towards, since we are currently creating higher lows on the lower side and higher highs on the top side, but we are starting to see the price action getting squeezed in here. And if this pattern can break towards the upside, I honestly do believe Bitcoin is going to be going much higher. And of course, like you know about my thesis about the long term, I believe that Bitcoin is ultimately in Q4 going to be performing extremely good. But right now on the imminent short term, what could be happening in the coming 48 hours or what could be happening next week is of course very different compared to what is going to be happening in the coming months. So still, if I'm looking to my forecast for the coming weeks, there's a very likely chance that we're actually getting a breakdown, since we're creating this rising wedge here and we are creating this bearish divergence on the 1 hour time frame. I do want to be pointing this out. We are currently breaking above critical resistance on Bitcoin, which is looking quite good here. So there are some mixed signals in the market, but just like I said in many videos before, my strategy in this current consolidation of Bitcoin is very simple. If we break above the previous range high in the market, I am going to be opening up a massive new trade on Bitcoin, because that will be the confirmation we are heading much higher. But as long as that is not happening, we remain to be having the same thesis where we're going to be creating just lower lows together with lower highs here. So yes, on the next low here, I've already set my targets, 48 to 50,000 US dollars. This range on the lower side right here, let me quickly draw it. This range right here is the level where I am interested. This white box where I'm currently drawing, this is the level where I want to be buying Bitcoin. Any higher than that, I mean, I'm still buying, but not with leverage. So I'm currently still accumulating, but not with leverage. And I'm only going to be taking leverage in play if I'm very certain about a level. And currently, since there is a lot of uncertainty about the imminent short term, I am not taking any leverage positions on Bitcoin. So that is my strategy right now. It's very simple. And guys, if you feel like, oh, but I see a good opportunity in the market and you want to be starting to trade, don't forget to go to the link description of today's video. Because if you go to the highest link in the description of today's video, you will come to this page where you can actually currently claim a free 500 US dollar airdrop position on Bybit for only signing up an account and completing your KYC. So if you're interested in that, make sure to check it out in the link description of today's video. It is extremely valuable. And then diving a little bit further in towards the charts, Bitcoin currently on the daily time frame is actually also creating a new consolidation phase on the RSI, where we are currently also creating a higher low on the daily RSI. We were creating a lower low on the price action on Bitcoin, which is actually a very good signal, which we're currently seeing. But basically, the RSI is still getting compressed on the daily time frame for Bitcoin, indicating a big move is about to be coming. And just like I said earlier, guys, Q4 is historically speaking the best month for crypto, and historically speaking as well, September has been one of the worst months out there as well. And indeed, I know a lot of people have been screaming this, but this is just facts in the market. This is just data in the market I am pointing out right now here, and you can just clearly currently see here, historically speaking, Q4 is very good, Q3 is not so good here, and that is why I still want to be warning you that September may still be a bearish month here, but better times are coming in Q4. Then looking at Bitcoin, of course, we exactly bounced from the lower side of the downward sloping trend line on the bull flag scenario, and I remain to be seeing this as a very important point of support, and in the future, if we get any opportunity to actually accumulate around that level again, we are most certainly going to be, at least I say we, but most certainly I am going to be doing so, and I'm going to be once again showing you in this video how I'm approaching that here. And yes, if we're looking at the BLX chart on a bigger perspective, it looks to be, if this fractal is going to be the same like it was in 2019, guys, we should be having somewhat of the bottom found right now around this level, since we're also 175 days in of this consolidation phase. So looking very good here. And quickly talking a little bit about the US elections, currently they are very close towards each other in the polls, and I want to be quickly saying that actually no matter what happens, whether Trump is going to be winning, whether Harris is going to be winning, if we're looking at the last 3 cycles of Bitcoin, every single time once we did had the US election, of course it always happens in Q4, and maybe it's because Q4 is just by coincidence the best performing month of Bitcoin, or maybe in general always elections are good for stock market, since if an election comes, they want to be, of course, stimulating the market in towards the election, and they want to be showing that they are a good president, etc. So we're still expecting we're going to be having explosive price action, because every single time, while it was election year in 2016, in 2020, and right now in 2024, it is yet to be seen, but it has always been a very, very good performing period for the Bitcoin price action. So why wouldn't it be different this time around? That is the question we need to be answering. That is the question I think I have an answer to, if history is an indication. But basically, currently, guys, to be very clear, it is very likely that we're probably going to be breaking down here. But for the bigger perspective, for the Q4 period, so for, let's say, in 2 weeks from now on, I believe that we're most likely just going to be continuing in this massive rally towards the upside. So, guys, it is some crazy things here, because currently I am standing here in the middle of a parking lot. I'm standing here in the middle of a parking lot recording this video for you guys. So it's a very different kind of a video, but I'm still making content every single day right now for already 4 years. I can't stop talking about Bitcoin, and that is why I'm recording this video as well. So thanks so much for watching towards amazing new update video, and I hope to see you guys back tomorrow on another one. Peace out. Goodbye.